Oh, and so right now they're pretty evenly matched. They are 1-1 coming out of it. Right now, Wayne State stands at 1-0, and so right now they're pretty evenly matched up, Steve.
Yes, they are, and of course IPFW has a veteran lineup returning for the 1991-92 season, led of course by Lisa Miller. After 2 games for this season, she's already averaging 27 points a game, a 54-point opening week. She's at guard along with Tina Manier, the 5'7" junior, back after sitting out a year. The starting forward should be Dawn Dressler and Shelley Sands, and Pam Edwards back at center. We're about to have the starting lineups introduced for tonight's game, and I'm excited about another fine season.
It should be a good season. This is the first year for head coach Eileen Kleinfelter, and she comes to us. She was assistant coach, not head coach, pardon me, from Indiana University, and so this is her first shot with IPFW, and right now she stands at 1-1. And we're going to send it down to the floor right now, where we're getting ready to
Wayne State
start
University
with the starting lineups.
And your IPFW Lady Dons. First, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting team from Wayne State University. At 1 guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Pelkey, Michigan, number 15, Julie Philpus. At the other guard, a 5'7" senior from Columbia, Tennessee, number 34, Beth Wilson. At the center position, a 6-foot freshman from Detroit, Michigan, number 44, Delonda Little. At 1 forward, a 5'8" junior from Detroit, Michigan, number 30, Kim Falkowski. And at the other forward, a 5'10" senior from Birmingham, Michigan, number 20, Mary Rogers. The head coach for Wayne State University is Gary Bryce. He is assisted by Diane Wisniewski. And now let's meet your 1991-92 IPFW Lady Dons. First, the ball girls, Amber Recker, Sarah Miller, Sarah Donaldson, Marcy Recker, and Melissa Murphy. And the IPFW managers for this year, Jama Lawrence and Tracy Enyart. And now the non-starters for IPFW. A 6-foot sophomore from Highland, Indiana, number 10, Michelle Conley. A 5'7" sophomore from Frankfort, Indiana, number 12, Amy Perkins. A 5'7" sophomore from North Manchester, Indiana, number 15, Kelly Underwood. A 5'7" freshman from Fremont, Indiana, number 20, Jamie LaRue. A 5'7" senior from Houghton Lake, Michigan, number 21, Melissa Shipp. A 5'8" sophomore from Ferdinand, Indiana, number 23, Ann Leakin. A 5'10" junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 44, Amy Hogan. And a 5'11" sophomore from Ottawa, Ohio, number 54, Kim Recker. And now the starting lineup for IPFW. A 5'9" senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 24, Lisa Miller. At the other guard, a 5'7" junior from Waterloo, Indiana, number 45, Tina Manier. At the center position, a 5'11 junior from Jeffersonville, Indiana, number 43, Pam Edwards. At one forward, a 5'9 sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 22, Dawn Dressler. And the other forward, a 5'9 senior from Huntington, Indiana, number 35, Shelley Sands. IPFW head coach in her first season is Eileen Kleinfelter. She is assisted by Diana Small. And now, will everyone please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Final comments there. We'll be getting ready to go, and it should be a good matchup. Right now the series states 4-2. Wayne State does lead, but IPFW does have the last two games, so the streak is their way. We'll see if we can make it 3 tonight, as IPFW will take on a challenging team, I'm sure, with Wayne State.
The Wayne State lineup: Julie Philpus, a sophomore guard, 5'7", averaging 13 points a game. Their leading scorer is a senior forward, Mary Rogers. She's number 20. She's scoring to 26 points a game so far in the season.
And we're getting ready for our tip-off. Be number 43, Pam Edwards. And Delonda Little, and the tip goes to Wayne State. Wayne State will have the first chance to put some points on the board this evening. Number 20 takes it in, Mary Rogers, but she was stopped. IPFW. Lisa Miller takes it down the floor, loses control of the ball. Wayne State regains. A little bit of mishandling right off the bat, Steve.
Probably first home game jitters, and we have a travel.
Yeah, we saw that with volleyball this year, and I think anytime you come home for the first game and you're ready and you got home folks watching you and people that are around, you're a little nervous, and it'll calm down, I'm sure, in a little bit. Tina Manier with the basketball. Passes outside to Miller. Miller looks, can't shoot, but drives inside, puts it up, and she drops it for two. IPFW takes the early lead, 2-0. We'll see if that helps them calm down, getting that first basket.
Should help.
IPFW is pressing on the floor, putting a little pressure, but Delonda Little puts that one in. Found an opening in the hole, an opening down in the lane. Wayne State also putting on some pressure down court. IPFW having a little trouble, and it was taken away. Number 20, Mary Rogers, tips it off to 15, Julie Philpus, and they go up by 4. IPFW is going to have to slow it down a little bit. Tina Manier takes the ball down the floor. Outside to Miller. Miller looks. IPFW trying to get free underneath. Takes it down to Miller. She's up and over the top, and she puts that one in for 2. Pressure on both ends. I tell you, this'll wear somebody out pretty quickly. This early in the ball game, and they find an opening. They throw it down court.
Nice block by Edwards. All ball. The frenetic pace so far, IPFW has to watch out on some of these passes. They're a little careless.
Pam Edwards from the outside, she misses. Dressler tried to put it up, but with no luck. Wayne State pulls it down. I think somebody got a hand in the eye or an arm.
I think Beth Wilson might have gotten an elbow in the eye from her own teammate, but she seems okay.
Have to shake it off out there. You don't really have time to stop and think, and we'll see if she shook it off, and she did, because she just dumps that one from the outside. About a 8-foot shot there easily.
That old trick.
Yeah, oh, my eyes hurt, give me the ball. They back off the pressure, but that one went down. I tell you what, IPFW, they need to get back on defense, because there was 3-0, and Kim Falkowski puts that one in. IPFW's defense was a little lacking on that last play. We'll see if they can do anything on the offensive end. And they throw that ball away. Shelly Sands looking to the outside, trying to hit Dressler. Dressler started to move towards the basket, and the ball didn't follow.
They really need to get their half-court offense settled down here. I think they're still a little shaky.
Wayne State takes a shot. IPFW scrambling for the ball, and they come up with it. Number 43, Pam Edwards, finds the handle to the ball. IPFW going to look around a little bit this time. Dressler takes it inside, but there's going to be a foul, and I believe it's on number 44, DeLonda Little. Got a couple of substitutions coming in here for Wayne State. Number 14.
That's Monique Johnson, and the coach before the game was telling me she's been injured and was a leading scorer for them a couple of years ago, so they're expecting some good things from her. She had to sit out last year with an injury redshirt, so she's someone to watch.
And we'll keep our eye on her. Tina Manier also playing for IPFW, who sat out a year, didn't play for IPFW last year, but started out on tonight's ball game. And we have another substitution for IPFW, but it's for the shooter, so we'll hold. And now number 44. IPFW here looking to get the ball back.
Another loose ball. Pam Edwards comes up with it.
And Tina Manier takes a shot from the top of the key, and it doesn't fall. Wayne State rebounds the basketball, and they bring it down court. Monica.
And another bad pass.
IPFW getting definitely off to a slow start. Eileen Kleinfelder up on her feet, hollering a few last-minute instructions here, trying to get her team settled down.
I think they really need to have Tina work the ball and get the offense going and use up some of the 30-second shot clock. We've had a couple rush shots. There we go.
And
Shelly Sands.
There was Shelly Sands with a nice jump shot from the outside. IPFW there looking for the shot, like you said, Stephen, and it definitely looked a lot better. And there's a steal from Lisa Miller, and she's going to take this one herself. And she doesn't fall, but there's going to be a defensive foul. And I believe it's on number 20, Mary Rogers, for Wayne State.
Lisa got the ball, protected it, drove to the hoop, drew the foul. She's done that a lot, and we expect to see her do that a lot this year.
And we got a timeout. Wayne State takes the timeout. IPFW gets a few points back. It's now only a 8-7 ball game. IPFW only trailing by 1.
And hopefully we'll take the lead with a couple free throws here.
Right. Lisa will be on the line.
After this game, IPFW takes some time off. Their next game is December 6th, where they'll be traveling to Big Rapids, Michigan to compete in the two-day Ferris State University tournament.
And there we get a good shot of the IPFW cheerleaders, who I think will be out on the season and cheering the Dons on. The College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including our monthly sports programming. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to College Access the College Cable Access Center at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805-1499, or call us at 481-6582. And we're going to be back here with Lisa Miller at the free throw line. And she sinks that one. IPFW ties this game up 8-8. 15:48 remaining in the first. And the second one is up and good. IPFW takes their first lead in the ballgame. Wayne State will take the ball down the floor, and we'll see what kind of changes their coach has made. IPFW playing a man-on-man defense. Number 20 from the outside misses.
Amy Hogan in the game gets the rebound.
Tina Manier dumps it to the outside. Sands puts it up, misses. Almost an offensive foul there as she reached for the ball. Number 20, Mary Rogers from Wayne State brought it down. IPFW trying to keep them from the center, but I tell you what, there's from the outside, and there's that three-point shot from number 14, Monica Johnson, and that's the player that obviously was redshirted last year, but it may cause some problems for IPFW tonight.
Well, on her first possession, she drove right by Tina Manier, and this time she sets up for the outside shot.
Monica Johnson will
and she commits the foul.
have to keep an eye on her. IPFW gets the ball in, almost travels. See if they got this under control. Wayne State's also in a man-to-man defense.
Oop. Well, there's a no call there.
Lisa Miller took it in.
That's the advantage of being the star, I guess. She drove the lane, and I guess the other player didn't have position for Wayne State.
Yeah, she went down the floor, but I guess as you saw it was either a good acting job or she didn't make much body contact and not enough to call it. And there was Monica Johnson again, but this time she misses. But Wayne State pulls down the rebound from the outside, looking for a shot. They drive back door, and number 24, Macy Cochran, sinks it. Wayne State leading 13-11. IPFW having a hard time against the press. Give it to Lisa Miller. She'll get it down the floor. And that she does. IPFW looking around. They dump it underneath to Pam Edwards, and she puts it up and in. Nice inside shot by Edwards. She called for the ball. I don't think they saw her under there, but that was a nice move.
She got the pass a little deep, but she was able to get it up without it being blocked and put it off glass and in.
And there we're going to have a blocking foul.
On Shelly Sands.
That is going to be the first foul on IPFW.
But Wayne State certainly has a balanced offense. They have 6 players have scored now, each with a bucket, and that Monique Johnson hit a 3. No one's taken a three-pointer for IPFW yet, and probably won't take too many three-point shots. Lady Dons like to drive the ball into the lane and get that high percentage shot from inside.
Couple substitutions into the game. We had for Wayne State number 54 Stephanie Roberts and number 11 Jennifer Barrios, and for IPFW number 10 Michelle Conley comes into the game. On the line number 22 for Wayne State Wendy Winter, and she sinks the first one. IPFW trailing by 1. Getting ready for the second shot. And it's good. IPFW trying to get the ball in bounds, and does before the 5.5-second count. Tina Manier takes it on herself, gets the ball down the floor. That was tipped off, and then lost by number 10, Michelle Conley. We'll see if they can stop it. Manier tries to get set, but I don't think they're going to call it. They're going to give her a blocking foul. Number 22, Wendy Winter, took it to the basket, knowing that IPFW wouldn't be able to get there in time, and drew the foul. It's Tina Manier's first foul, team's second foul, and Eileen Kleinfelder feels that it's time for a timeout for IPFW.
So far, our IPFW is having a little trouble with Wayne State's quickness out front. Even though Lisa is listed as a guard, she plays a lot of forward, and Eileen Kleinfelder is going with kind of a 3 forward, 1 guard, 1 center offense. We may see Melissa Shipp in the game along with Tina Manier, and that might give the Lady Dons a little more quickness out front to match with the speed of the Wayne State guards. That Monique Johnson plays tough in-your-face man-to-man defense, and we'll be right back for more GLVC basketball action right after these brief messages.
This is the increasingly competitive world we live in, and this is the country we want ahead of the competition. These are the people we'll be depending on to keep this country ahead of the competition. These are the colleges and universities we're relying on for the people we're depending on to keep this country ahead of the competition. So if you want America to stay #1 in the world, do something about it. Give to the college of your choice.
And we're back. Number 22, Wendy Winters, with the first free throw, and it's good. Wayne State playing a very tough ball game right now. Their quickness on the floor has definitely shown. IPFW hasn't been able to get back quick enough on some of the defense, and they've been able to also shoot from the outside. Wayne State leads by 4, 17-13. IPFW trying to get the ball in bounds. And I believe we're going to have a foul on number 11, Jennifer Barrios. And that's their first team 4th.
And they're trying to press all over the court, and they're picking up the little fouls. Still far from the bonus shot, though.
Right, IPFW will see if they can get the ball in bounds. Tina Manier takes the ball. I think she'll bring it down the court on her own. She passes down. IPFW looking for the inside player right now. Not really having shot from the outside so far in this game. They dump it inside to number 43, Pam Edwards.
Pam Edwards.
She sinks that one, also draws the foul. IPFW with a chance for 3 points. Nice jump shot. Baseline shot there by Pam Edwards.
The assist to Shelly Sands. Personal foul on Wayne State, number 11, Jennifer Barrios, her second, the team's 5th. Foul after the basket.
Foul after the basket, so IPFW maintains ball control. Lisa Miller dumps it off to Edwards again. She puts it up and in. Nice assist by Miller. Yeah, Lisa Miller did get that assist. I almost got confused.
We tied it up in a hurry there. There's an air ball. Monique Johnson hit that 3-point shot, and then she hasn't really come close to the iron since.
Got a couple substitutions here for Wayne State. Number 15, Julie Phippus, and number 34, Beth Wilson, coming back into the lineup. IPFW gets the ball inbound. Lisa Miller out to Manier. Manier dumps it off to Sands.
Beautiful.
IPFW is looking very successfully down underneath the basket right now, and are definitely throwing Wayne State off guard.
Well, if you apply a lot of full court pressure, you're going to get burned back under your own basket if you don't get back in time, and IPFW took advantage of that last time down. Miller picks up the foul.
That is her first, team's 3rd foul. Wayne State gets the ball in bounds. They go out to top the key. And number 35. Oh, number 15. I tell you, I can't read. Julie Philpus sinks that one.
She got that shot off under pressure and hit nothing but net. It's her 4th point.
Edwards looking. Miller almost loses the ball. Regains, takes it inside, dumps it up.
Blocked.
Block shot by number 54, Stephanie Roberts of Wayne State. .34 from the outside, 3-point. It's no good, but Wayne State pulls down the rebound. Another shot by Philpus.
Bad block out there. That number 11 was left wide open.
And Barrios sunk that shot for 2. IPFW trailing right now, 21-19. Substitution for IPFW, number 20, Jamie LaRue, and also for Wayne State, number 20, Mary Rogers, coming into the ball game.
Wayne State rotating their starters in and out of the lineup.
And we still have the full court press. There's no wonder there's going to be a lot of rotation tonight if they continue to press.
And at this rate, Tina Manier and Lisa Miller are going to be tired too by the end of the ball game.
Right, unless they get some time to get them out. Miller sees an opening underneath.
Oh!
Puts it up and it rolls off the rim. And then they turn around and Shelly Sands going for the ball. Draws the offensive foul.
It'll be Tartar ball out of bounds. IPFW 4 team fouls now.
And what is a Tartar?
I don't know. He just told me how to pronounce it.
Well, we know what a Mastodon is, so I guess we'll stick with that. You stick with what you know, and you just say Tartar. Maybe we'll have to find that out at halftime.
He didn't say, and I didn't want to ask, so.
I know what Tartar is in another aspect, but I don't think that's what Wayne State has in mind. We'll get back here to the ball game. Number 15, she's looking to drive it in herself, and she sinks that one, and that's Julie Philpus. And that's the second time she's done that under pressure. She just takes that turnaround shot, and it's there, and it's just all net. IPFW, Edwards losing the ball. Wayne State is going to bring it right back down. Chance to score 2 more. And there, we should have a traveling violation before the foul, and we do. I saw that step, and I think the defense shut her off, and she didn't know what else to do but step between them.
I thought LaRue might get called for slapping her on the arm, but the ref saw the foot drag, and Melissa Shipp in the ball game takes the ball in bounds.
And that's not always caught. I tell you, that drag gets bypassed an awful lot, but they caught it that time, and that's what counts. Edwards looking for a shot and does drive down and puts it up. No good. She gets her own rebound, was blocked, and Wayne State is controlling the ball right now. Very well under the basket.
The lane is no place for the faint of heart tonight.
And there's another outside shot for 3 and another air ball. Wayne State continues to throw it up out there after the first one from Johnson, and we haven't seen one since. And there's a shot by Mary Rogers, and that's good. Oh, and there should be a foul. Miller takes a hard dive on the floor.
One thing about these three-point shots the Tartars are taking, they're so bad the rebounds are coming off to them. IPFW getting in decent rebounding position, but the long shots are just flailing and flying. But we're only down by 6.
And we're going to see if we can add a couple points here. Shipp brings the ball into play for IPFW. Melissa looking for a place to go as they search for an open shot. IPFW is looking around. They're going to dump it inside to Edwards, and she's blocked. She puts it back up, though, is blocked again, and I think Miller, pulling down the rebound, is going to get a foul. And that'll be number 14, Johnson of Wayne State. Gets her hand in there and also trying to rebound, but just caught in the wrong position.
Her second personal foul, the team's 7.
And I guess, well, that's the 7th team foul, so someone should be shooting free throws.
Yeah, the 1 and 1, and it should be Miller, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Lisa will be at the line. She has 6 points so far tonight, hit her only 2 free throws.
Number 44, Delonda Little, came in for Wayne State. Miller misses that. Wayne State with the rebound, bringing the ball down the floor. They go out to Johnson. Johnson looks up to the top. And there was a travel.
There we go again.
He's dragging that foot, looking to put the ball down, and maybe the ref will keep an eye on that. That's the second time in a row, so.
Well, if you dribble into the defense like that, something bad's going to happen usually.
Right, you have nowhere to go, and she had nowhere to go, and except for to pick up that foot without putting the ball down.
And there was a turnover.
IPFW with a little trouble with the ball handling there. Number 21, Melissa Shipp, threw that ball out of bounds. Once again, I think IPFW, with the new coaches, trying a lot of new plays this year. And I was watching in practice the other day, and as they were just learning some last week, a couple of new plays, and they're doing a lot of cutting, and I think the ball's going and the people are already gone. And it'll take a while for them to get accustomed to a new coach's types of plays. And,
exactly.
And,
Shelly Sands, some good defense, got a block from behind, and then on the next turn around, the IPFW or the Wayne State player traveled again. But then, well, almost a turnover there. The passing is just not crisp yet.
No, as we see the ball changing hands a couple times, IPFW to Wayne State and back, just trying to get a hold of the ball. And we're going to dump it inside, and that's not going to go. Shelly Sands, and we're going to have a foul here.
LaRue on a trip.
It's going to be on IPFW.
Another thing to look at is Dawn Harbaugh was the guard, ran the offense last year. She's graduated, and they missed that leadership. Plus Robin Scott also gone from this year's team. So there are a couple players out there probably trying to fill new roles and grow into roles, and it'll take a few games for that to happen.
Well, Tina Manier just found out how fast Delonda Little can be as she fell to the floor trying to guard her, and Manier just came back into the ball game. And that caused a foul there as Lisa Miller tried to step in and stop Little from going to the basket. She drew the foul. Dawn Dressler, 22, is coming in for IPFW, and also for Wayne State, number 22, Wendy Winter.
And Monique Johnson will be shooting 2, I believe. 16 fouls now on IPFW.
And IPFW now trails by 7. I was going to say still by 6, but that makes one more, as that was good, and we'll see if Monique Johnson can put this one in. And she misses, but Wayne State gets the rebound, and IPFW totally got blown off the floor on that one. And I think we've got the foul against IPFW again, trying to regain the ball.
That was such a poor free throw. Once again, IPFW in good rebounding position, but couldn't get the board and wound up fouling.
And that foul went to Pam Edwards as IPFW now moves up. That was her first on Edwards and 7 on the team. And I believe that's Little sinks that one from the line.
First free throw of the night, her 3rd point. Short.
And that time she stepped on the line, and that was going to be a violation. Turns it over to IPFW, and IPFW gets a chance to regain some momentum and start putting some more points on the board. We still have a press going on, but that time Manier told him to call him off. We got the ball, goes inside to Edwards, and she puts that one down. That was a nice assist by Sands.
Shelly Sands set a screen, got pounded, but then made the pass, and Edwards got the bucket.
And there's a steal, by Tina Manier. She's going to take it on, and it's up and good. And that's the momentum I was hoping IPFW could get back there, and we've got a couple quick baskets, and they're back in this ball game, only trailing by 5. Wayne State brings the ball down the floor. Johnson. Wayne State looking to go inside, trying to set a pick. There goes Johnson from the outside. She was off. IPFW rebounds this time. Dressler pulled that down.
Good defense. Melissa gets the ball back.
Melissa Shipp bringing it out front. Manier setting up the play. That time it was picked off, and I don't believe that Johnson got a hold of that, but she does, and she puts it in. Nice layup by Monique Johnson. She grabbed the ball down at the other end. It was grabbed by Delonda Little, thrown down, hit Johnson on top of the head. She pulls it down and takes it up for the layup.
And Dressler played pretty good defense without drawing a foul, and that was just a miraculous shot. Shelly Sands will go to the line for 2 shots here.
Shelly went ahead and put it up against the pressure and drew the foul. Mary Rogers from Wayne State drawing the 2nd personal. That's automatic 2 there from the line for Shelly Sands.
Shelly with a bucket so far tonight, averaging 3.5 points per game so far this season, but she's capable of a good high-scoring ball game.
Kleinfelter coming in here with a whole new lineup. And that's a totally new lineup.
I think Michelle Conley's coming in for Shelley, too.
As soon as Shelley hopefully sinks this one for IPFW, they'll blow the whistle, and they will, and Conley will come in. IPFW putting some fresh legs in there, and I tell you, they're going to need to do that with the kind of play that they are doing. And here goes a full court press.
Not much height, but a lot of quick people in there.
Wayne State successfully gets the ball, and there's a trap. And trapped again, and IPFW putting some pressure on. Wayne State's got to get the ball across, and they don't. Oh, that was an over and back there. Oh, they dump it off to number 30, Kim Falkowski. I'm going to stumble, I believe, on that name all night, but she puts that one up. She was open under the basket. IPFW didn't fall back. Somebody lost their person. IPFW going to go inside. They miss. Number 10, Michelle Conley.
Ricken.
Couldn't make that one, and Ricken puts it up.
And what do we have here?
I believe we've got an offensive foul. And it is on number 10, Michelle Conley, her first personal foul, and I kind of missed that one. I don't know where she got it, but somewhere between that going up, it was an off-the-ball foul. And
probably fighting for rebounding position. Great job by Leakin getting the ball off the missed shot and putting it back up and in.
Wayne State has a couple substitutions coming into the ball game. Number 30, Kim Falkowski, will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. And she misses the first, but Wayne State with the rebound. And I think she traveled down there, and she did. That's what they called her on. We got 5:59 remaining in the first. IPFW trailing 31-27. Wayne State also with the press, and I think that's why we've seen so many new faces this evening. IPFW's got to get the ball in. Johnson gets her hands on it, but IPFW will get another shot as she sends that ball out of bounds.
It'll be interesting in this sequence on the offense to see exactly who the ball is meant for. There's no real go-to person on the floor right now. I would guess work it inside to Michelle Conley.
Perkins to LaRue.
Yeah.
LaRue
oh, she got
under.
hammered.
Nailed from the back.
Ouch.
IPFW's bench is screaming a little bit about that one. Wayne State looking for an open shot. IPFW, oh, there was a close to 5 seconds on that, but we're going to have a foul.
On Michelle Conley.
On Michelle Conley. Fighting for a position there, and I think when someone gets ready to step around you under that basket, you're real likely to draw that foul if you're not already set.
Looked like they had her bottled up pretty good, but a passing lane open as the Cochran cut to the basket, and she was wide open, and Michelle had nothing to do but foul her.
Number 24, Missy Cochran, makes the first. A very hard played ball game so far. A lot of running, a lot of pressing. We'll see how well everyone hangs on this early in the season to this type of ball game. IPFW getting the ball down the floor quickly this time. Perkins was in a lot of trouble up there, a lot of traffic. And we got a pushing foul on number 22, Wendy Winter. I think they got frustrated there. They thought that they had the ball trapped, and Perkins broke free, and thus she drew the foul coming around the left side. I'm sorry, LaRue. LaRue is shooting the free throws, and the first one is good. Coming in for Wayne State is number 34, Beth Wilson. Jamie LaRue will take her second shot here. 33-28, Wayne State's lead, and that one's good, 33-29. IPFW keeping on the pressure. Can't get a trap on that one. Oh, and they're going to call a blocking foul on IPFW number 44, Amy Hogan.
An unpopular call.
Unpopular call. A lot of fans up on that one. It's a lot easier to see, though, from the stands than it is when you're down there on the floor.
Oh, when it's right in front of you, it's like hard to see, apparently.
I was giving the officials a break on that one. All right, we won't. Number 20, Mary Rogers sinks the first of two.
Tartars are pulling away with free throws right now.
Rogers misses. Perkins pulls down the rebound outside to LaRue. They
Nice
dump it under to
pass
Conley,
inside.
and she misses the shot. Can't miss that open shot under the basket. IPFW backing up this time for their defense, not giving Wayne State the chance to bring the ball down quickly. They're going to go outside. Nice dump inside, but there's a foul. And I don't know who they're going to get it on there.
I think Lakin for backing in, or yeah.
Yep.
Give her a push from behind. And some of the regulars are returning.
But that was some nice play. I tell you, IPFW, if they're able to substitute 5 players and really maintain pretty much where they were, that gives their starters some rest. And with the physical type of play that they're having under the basket, they're standing tough, a lot of battling. They're going to need that rest, and that's good to know that you've got as many players as you do. She has a good, strong bench.
And the subs fought hard. They just couldn't finish off a couple of buckets, or they'd be closer than they are now.
And there's head coach Eileen Kleinfelder giving some instructions on who's got who now that they've come back in. Cochran sinks that one. And you're still trying to figure out what Kleinfelder says, and is going to have to stay off the line for this one. It's quiet in the thing, and she sinks the second. 7-point lead for Wayne State. IPFW now with almost all their original starters in the ball game.
Lisa Miller is the only one on the bench.
And that one by Pam Edwards is off, but Sands rebounds, puts it up and in. Nice shot inside by Sands. And there we're going to go for a long shot, and it gets down there to number 54, Stephanie Roberts. She dumps it off.
Blocked.
IPFW pulls down the rebound. Oh, and there we got a jump ball call. And we cannot
think that's our possession.
See the possession arrow from here.
It's IPFW ball on the alternating possession.
And we'll try to keep track of that now that we can't see that arrow from our side of the floor. IPFW bringing the ball down quickly. Ship puts it outside to Dressler. She dumps it off to Edwards. Edwards with a short shot there.
Shot was partially blocked.
Wayne State brings it down. Johnson carries the ball, but they don't call it. They go.
Oh.
And I think Edwards is going to get a foul out of that one.
She got the arm on that shot.
Tell you, Johnson's quick enough, obviously quick enough to not let the officials see that, as she tried to bring the ball, as she brought the ball overhand coming around the defensive person down underneath. And I think we just saw that, I'm not sure, on the replay.
Well, Monique Johnson with 6 points. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She has a 3-point shot, and she's put up a lot more shots since the three-pointer and has yet to come away with but one little bucket. But she's a scrappy ball player and has a lot of team speed. Of course, she's not shooting this free throw, but I thought I'd tell you about her.
Number 24, Missy Cochran is, and she misses the first of 2. We had a couple people come in, LaRue and Hogan for IPFW. Second one is up and good. Wayne State with a substitution, Julie Philpus coming back into the ball game.
straight full court straight full court defense by the Tartars. They're not doing any trapping. They're just making IPFW work the ball all the way up the court with the pressure.
And with the ball handling that we've seen, that's been effective so far. Sands dumps it off to Edwards, and Edwards should draw the foul on that one, and that was number 44, DeLonda Little. Edwards with a strong grab at that ball because that was kind of thrown up there in the middle to anyone.
Well, Shelley's getting the ball up high and looking for the open person under the bucket, and she's capable of knocking down that shot herself. And she saw Pam and flashed her the ball in that little bit of daylight, and Pam got the ball and drew the foul, going for her 5th point.
Edwards sinks the first one. Conley's going to be coming in here in a moment for the shooter for IPFW. 3:40 remaining in the first half. And Edwards sinks that one, and we'll have a whistle here to get Conley into the ball game. Wayne State also going to have a little bit of pressure, getting the ball down the floor. But I tell you, they've got that open person down there. 54, Stephanie Roberts. She's been open both times, and she sunk that. Wayne State pulls down a missed pass by IPFW, and then we got a shot from the outside from Johnson. She misses another 3. IPFW going to get the ball down the floor this time. Menier with the basketball. Out to LaRue. LaRue going to set up the play. Amy Hogan misses, but Sands pulls that one down. Back out to Menier. She's going to take the shot herself for 3. No good.
Hogan gets the rebound.
Back up and in by Amy Hogan. And that was a nice use of the 30-second clock by IPFW. They looked for the open shot, missed it, but had the rebound. And there's a basket by number 20, Mary Rogers. IPFW, Menier to take the ball down the floor. Stops, looks, turns. That was off Wayne State's hands. It stays in IPFW's possession.
Felicities is in the ball game. Leah Felicities.
And there's the name we didn't think we were going to have to get to this evening.
We'll call her Leah V.
Shot by IPFW, missed. Rebound by Conley, missed. And we're going to have a foul. Number 20, Jamie LaRue, trying to pull down the rebound. Wayne State had position under the basket.
Michelle's rushed a couple of putback shots tonight. She needs to settle down and put them in the bucket.
IPFW, still a very young team this year, playing with only 1 senior on the squad.
And that's an important senior.
Very important. Wayne State a little older this year. We got a lot of substitutions coming in and out though, so we've seen everyone, I think, this evening so far. I don't think there's probably very many on the bench that haven't played.
Felicities makes 1 of 2.
Menier looking down the floor. She brings the ball down around the back, and it was stolen away. She's got to watch herself not to get a foul as she takes it up, and she does.
Yeah, she got a good one there.
I guess if you're going to get one, you might as well not let her score while you're doing it.
That's important.
She definitely stopped it on that. And that's Tina Menier's 2nd foul. 21, Melissa Shipp coming back in for Menier, who's going to take a break after that.
Tina's got 2 fouls now. Coach probably wants to make sure she doesn't pick up number 3 here in the first half.
Mary Rogers makes the first of 2. And definitely 2 on that one.
And that's the largest lead of the ball game for Wayne State, 8 points now. Make it 9.
I tell you, IPFW is looking a little sloppy there with their pass coming inbounds. That was just thrown very lightly. and it was knocked right back out by Wayne State. Luckily, IPFW with another chance. This time they get the ball in. Melissa Shipp bringing the ball down the floor. Out to Edwards from the top of the key. She fakes, shoots, nice jump shot. 3'4" Edwards. Nice fake from the top of the key. Drew off her defensive person and opened the lane up for a nice, easy jump shot. Wayne State out to number 22. Winters, who misses IPFW, rebounds the basketball. And they go inside to Conley. A little hard off the backboard, and it looks like we're going to have a jump ball. This time the possession will go to Wayne State.
Once again, we're getting the ball in underneath, and the shot is just going up hard, and we're not getting rebounding position to put it back. And we got a jump ball there, but the possession goes to Wayne State. And they look to run some clock this one possession with a minute left in the first half.
A little bit of a softer shot, and then we'd have a lot more baskets there underneath. Oh, and that was sunk by, I believe, number 20, Mary Rogers. Open shot, and she took it.
And drilled it.
And drilled it. All net. If we had a little mic up there, you would have heard the swoosh.
And we turn the ball over again.
I think IPFW will have to settle down in the locker room during halftime, and she'll talk to them a little bit about the hard shots. And they're getting the ball inside. They're just not able to do anything with it once they get it there. And
we lack Lisa Miller right now. I'm not sure why she hasn't returned in the first half unless it's a foul situation. I didn't see her get hurt or anything. Everyone else has been in and back out. Steal by LaRue.
LaRue takes it down, turns,
nice
and
spin move.
Oh, yes! It falls. That'll get some momentum back going in the team. IPFW trying to look at the coach, see what's going on.
I think you're going to like Jamie LaRue in her 4 years here at IPFW. She's the only freshman on the squad, but shows a lot of ability, and that was a move you can't coach too well. That's just raw talent,
No.
that shot.
A lot of poise for a freshman and playing for college basketball. And she misses the chance at the extra point. Oh, and there's a nice hand by Edwards.
Lady Don's got to play 15 seconds of good solid defense here.
IPFW trails by 7. Wayne State looking for the open shot.
LaRue walk, or sorry, Philpus. That's their third traveling violation.
And that helps IPFW. They have 8 seconds. They're going to have to get the ball down the floor very quickly to get a shot off.
I'd get it to LaRue.
Shipp brings it out to LaRue. She looks, turns, shoots from the top of the key.
Oh,
and just rolls off the top of the basket. I tell you, by her face, she would have felt that was the last shot of the ball game to win it. That was a great effort by IPFW. They go down here the first half. They're only trailing by 7, 39-46. Wayne State playing a very tough ball game right now, and so is IPFW. The score, 7 points, isn't much, and it doesn't reflect a whole lot on the type of play that's been going on in the game.
We'll be right back for more GLVC basketball action right after these brief messages.
That's all right.
Here's a Channel 6 Sports halftime report. I'm Alan Bangs. All-American candidate Lisa Miller exploded for 54 points in the IPFW Lady Dons' first 2 basketball games of the year, including a team record 38 points against Oakland University. Miller is becoming a basketball sensation, averaging 10.5 rebounds a game, 3.5 steals, 2 assists, and shooting 88% from the charity stripe. Miller is rewriting the record books this season. She's just 15 field goals shy of breaking Robin Scott's record of 595. Miller also needs 133 field goal attempts to surpass Tina Merrill's mark of 1,284. Miller already possesses 12 IPFW career, season, and game records. Coach Eileen Kleinfelter has a 1-1 record with a win at Aquinas College last Friday and a loss in last Saturday's game at Oakland. After tonight's contest, the Lady Dons are idle until December 6th when they travel to Big Rapids, Michigan to compete in the two-day Ferris State University tournament. The IPFW men's volleyball exhibition season is underway. This past weekend in Guelph, Canada, the Volley Dons won 3 of 4 matches, including a win over Manitoba, the #1 ranked team in Canada. In the finals, McMaster University beat IPFW in 5 games. The previous weekend, IPFW beat Michigan State University in another exhibition match. Heading into this season, the IPFW men's basketball team had quite a bit of momentum, winning 6 of their last 8 games going back to last season. Mastodon basketball fans were hoping this momentum would carry on into this season. Well, their questions were answered last Saturday night at the IPFW multi-purpose building as the Dons went head-to-head with Hanover. Here are the highlights. Let's join the action in the first half. It's 2-0 Dons when Andre Walton plays a little one-on-one here, grabbing a fast break basket off of a Gibson bound. And they would play well at the other end of the court, too. Doug Reinke says no way to that Hanover effort. He ended up with 3 blocks in the night. Andre Walton again. And this time he's fouled, too, for a shot at a 3-point play. And we're going to take another look at that one. Walton would end up the game with 7 points and 3 assists. There he is hitting the other end of that 3-point play. Hanover would keep it close. Here's Carroll High School graduate Paul Johnson nailing the tray. Later, though, it would be all IPFW. Andre Walton hits Eric Vaughn, who promptly puts the rock in the hole. And Clarence Rich nails a 3 here, a long 3. He's hit at least 1 tray in 19 consecutive games going back to last season. And the band would have lots to play about as the Dons opened the 1991-92 season with an 81-54 victory. Eric Vaughn scored 19 to lead all the Mastodons. Coach Andy Piazza says his team will be idle until December 5th when they host Purdue Calumet. For IPFW Channel 6 Sports, I'm Alan Bangs.
Critical value.
I've really enjoyed it.
Quality education.
Courses are challenging.
There's really a good quality work here.
The campus in the fall, I think, is really nice. It's a nice place to sit out and relax, maybe during a lunch hour or any time after classes. There's a lot here that IPFW has to offer.
The professors really concentrate on helping you. They've enabled me to grow professionally.
If you're going to go in Indiana, this would be the place to go, and people just don't realize that because they think it's hometown.
Many of the professors here at IPFW have gained both national and international recognition through their teachings.
I know a lot of people say that if you go to a small campus that you won't be able to find a good job, but I've been interviewed with General Motors and they chose myself and another girl from IPFW, and that gives me great confidence in this school.
Yes. Welcome to the weather report. Skies are going to be clear, the temps are going to be nice. Let's take a look at tomorrow. We can see how the system moves.
think that what IPFW has to offer is really fantastic. We are very fortunate at IPFW to have a music therapy program. We have a career service area that finds employment for students, sometimes career-related while they're in school and after they graduate and after they become alumni. We have multicultural services, special services for African American students, for Hispanic students. We have child care available. We have a Women and Returning Adult Center for our large returning adult student population.
I get to meet a lot of diverse people. I mean, coming to this lounge, I met you guys. I know everybody in this lounge. I could say Chinese, Japanese, Korean.
The Office of Multicultural Services provides personal counseling, academic counseling, and also cultural heritage programs primarily geared for African American students and Hispanic students, and also any other student on the IPFW campus who would like to take advantage of our services.
We have given over 26,000 degrees, and our alumni are literally all over the world in successful and important positions in business industry.
Oh, good question. For example, and these two go together.
Now think about that argument, especially from our perspective today with our concern with the environment. Which is better?
We had some kind of patent infringement case. We thought somebody was infringing upon our patent.
Temperature, stagnation, temperature corresponding to thermal value, you could determine the stagnation properties. In other words, what you are going to do, you are going to pretend that you decelerated the flow from whatever it was to this point.
I never gave you aught.
My honored lord.
Just take it in like this.
How do I care for this child? And that transition from what's taught in the classroom to what is actual reality of putting it into practice and hands-on doing procedures.
Okay, how would I decide now, for example, how big a drop of water was?
The way it was conducted in the district court, they said, was a summary judgment. It left two unresolved issues of fact. What were those? Somebody tell me.
Would you check to see if there's any prerequisites for urban anthropology?
Okay, that's E380.
The honors program offers courses for talented and motivated students who graduate in the upper 10% of their high school classes and have above average SAT scores. These are small enrollment classes taught by selected faculty members.
I had a favorite professor that was very knowledgeable. I know he knew a lot about his field, and it really helped me to understand through personal stories he had.
We try to know as many students as we possibly can by their first name and really develop long-term relationships over the 4 years that they are here and even beyond.
A student that would be interested in attending IPFW would have a full range of companies to consider at the time of graduation.
Yeah, I just accepted a job in Denver, Colorado with one of the largest Big Six firms, a public accounting firm.
Recent recruiters here include IBM, Xerox.
The professors here really helped me through my interview process. I knew I wanted to relocate.
Not only the local companies are involved in recruiting the students, but companies throughout the United States.
Helped me land one of the most desired jobs in America.
I myself and many people I know also work while going to school.
Over 90% of our students are employed.
Although I live outside of Fort Wayne, it's still real close and convenient for me to come to school and then directly to work. It only takes me about approximately 15 minutes.
We also have co-op, and the co-op program is an alternating program whereby the student goes to school for a semester and then works for a semester. But the marvelous thing about it is that you are 80% guaranteed of employment upon graduation.
The Financial Aid Office at IPFW assists students in financing their educational expenses through a combination of scholarships, grants, educational loans, and student employment. These aid programs come from federal, state, institutional, and private resources.
undecided about my major for a while now, but they really helped me a lot. Helped me to discover new careers and check into them, get ideas on them. I really appreciate that. They've really done a lot for me in that aspect.
I think IPFW is an exciting place to be. And it's exciting because we have such a wide variety of students. I think we have appeal for many students. We offer a quality education. Our student body ranges in age from 13 to 82. And we can offer quality and variety. Since 1964, more than 26,000 students have received Indiana or Purdue degrees on this campus. We are very proud of every one of them. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are here for you. Will you come and look at the opportunities and explore the possibilities and become a part of Indiana Purdue at Fort Wayne?
And welcome back to the IPFW Multi-Purpose Building, where IPFW is taking on Wayne State in the first home basketball game this season for the Lady Dons. I guess this place is also known as the Mastodons by some people around here.
That's what I hear.
That's a new one to me, but that's fine.
It's cool.
That's cool.
Well, the first half can be summed up in a couple of words: poor shooting by IPFW, or relatively poor shooting, and the fact they've been sending Wayne State to the free throw line. In the first half, both squads hit 15 field goals, and Wayne State had one three-point field goal worked in there. They're 15 of 24 for 62% in the first half. IPFW only 15 of 36, 42% in the first half. And the 7-point lead enjoyed by Wayne State is basically on free throws. They're 15 of 20 from the line, while IPFW is only 8 of 12 from the line. And pretty much in the first half, Wayne State had their way, a 5 to 7 point margin most of the first half. IPFW's last lead was at the 15:48 mark when Lisa Miller hit 2 free throws to put the Lady Dons up 9 to 8. Since that point, Wayne State has outscored IPFW by 8 points to the 46-39 lead they have. Lisa Miller only played 11 minutes in that first half. She's got 2 fouls. She has 8 points. And I'm not sure why she didn't reappear in that second half. She was working very hard. Coach may have wanted to rest her or make sure she didn't pick up that third foul. We'll see. She looks like she's out there taking warm-ups and ready to go in the second half. So okay, there you see the stats from the first half we talked about. IPFW hasn't taken a three-point shot yet. We only had one shot come close to being a three-pointer, and Wayne State's taken 5 and only hit 1. The shot taken by Monique Johnson, a player we told you about. 15 of 36 for IPFW from the field, 15 of only 24. Wayne State making the most of their shot opportunities. Running down the individual scoring for Wayne State, Mary Rogers has 9 points. Missy Cochran has 7. A lot of those points from the free throw stripe. And Pam Edwards leads IPFW with 12. Lisa Miller and Shelley Sands each with 8 points. And getting ready for the second half.
Getting ready here for the second half of play. You're right, Steve. I'm not sure why Miller didn't come back. A second foul isn't anything. Usually they're going to get that third one before they pull him and sit him on the bench. So your guess is as good as mine, and I guess we won't know until after the game why Miller didn't play the rest of the first half.
Michelle Conley there with 3 fouls, the only IPFW player in any serious foul trouble.
And we're into it again. Number 22, Dawn Dressler. It's the first basket for IPFW.
That's the way to start the second half.
Wayne State with the ball. They go underneath to Johnson, and she puts it up and in. Nice move on the baseline for Johnson. IPFW. Manier bringing the ball down the floor. They go outside to Miller. Miller goes baseline, puts it up and misses. Wayne State with the rebound.
Foul shot blocked from behind. A good drive to the hoop, though.
Oh, and there's a three-point shot by number 34, Beth Wilson for Wayne State. Wide open for that one.
Suddenly The Lady Dons are down by 10.
Lisa Miller takes it down the lane, puts it up and in, and she's going to draw the foul. And also this one by number 34, Wilson, who just scored the three-pointer for Wayne State. Miller a chance to get that point back now with a free throw shot.
See if Lisa can make up for the time she missed in the first half by sitting on the bench.
Amy Hogan coming in for Dressler.
Miller, an 88% free throw shooter on the year. Hits
And
that one.
Sinks that one. Wayne State coming back in. Wayne State brings the ball down the floor. Drops it inside. IPFW pulls it, the ball.
Shelly Sands comes up with a loose ball in the zone defense and brings it all the way up.
Miller with a nice spin, up and short. I think she got hit on the arm.
Well, she tripped on the floor, I think. I'm not sure that she had a clean screen from Shelly Sands, but apparently got hacked.
I think she got hacked a little bit on that. That's why the ball didn't
That's what
at
the
least
ref
reach
said.
the backboard. But
Ooh, boy, Shelly almost got called
Sands
for a foul
drops that
there.
one. IPFW looking good from the offensive end right now. Coming out after the halftime, and there's another three-pointer. This time it's off. Rebound goes to Amy Hogan. Sands over to Miller, and this time it was taken away. Pass was called for by Lisa. Wayne State also heard that call.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Western Union on that one.
And they're going to have to keep an eye on Johnson, because I don't think, even though she's missed it, is she afraid to throw it up from out there. And there's a bad pass. IPFW brings it down the floor quickly. Miller takes it up herself, off the rim. Out of bounds, but they're going to say it was last off Wayne State's hands, and IPFW keeps the possession of the ball. Number 24 and 54, Cochran and Roberts coming back in the ball game for Wayne State.
Pam Edwards did a good job of keeping that ball alive and keep possession for IPFW.
Sands out front to Manier. Manier sees an opening, takes it up and in, and it's good for IPFW. That's 2 points. IPFW only trailing by 3. Tina Manier with a nice move there under to the basket.
It cleared out the side, and she took it to the hole.
Wayne State being forced to look for an open shot, and they got lucky. That's off the hands there of Hogan.
17 left in the shot clock for Wayne State on this possession. IPFW playing a real good active zone defense.
Oh, and there's a three-pointer by Johnson, though.
There's the old zone breaker.
The minute you don't keep that hand in front of her face, she's going to throw the ball up. And she did, and that was good for 3. IPFW's Manier bringing the ball down. Lady Dons trailing by 6. Outside of Manier, she puts it up for 3, and that was good.
In your face.
IPFW backing off the full court pressure. Wayne State just bringing the ball down easily there. But IPFW trying to keep the ball out of the inside, and there's the outside shot by Johnson, and she says, back to you the same. 3 that way. She knocks that one down. Definitely got to keep her hand from getting hot in the second half of the game. Oh, and there's a bad pass by Manier. I don't know where she was heading, and
But we got a break on that one. It was tipped by Wayne State. One thing IPFW doesn't want is this game turning into a three-point shooting contest.
well, without seeing a lot of IPFW's play, I would have to say their strength isn't from the outside, as there's a missed shot from
Lisa Miller. Important defensive series here.
Wayne State takes a shot from the outside. It's missed, but the rebound is up and in by number 24, Missy Cochran. Tina Manier bringing the ball down the floor. She's going to take it on herself, brings it back outside to Pam. Edwards takes it down the middle, runs into traffic. Out to Sands, up, and she rebounds it herself, puts it up again, and it doesn't fall. And this time we're going to have it over the back, I believe, on Wayne State.
Good positioning by Pam Edwards on the rebound there. Also good battling underneath by Shelly Sands.
It'll be the third foul on Mary Rogers.
IPFW down by 8 with the ball.
And they get the ball in bounds. Pam looks for the inside shot, takes it up herself, up off the glass, no good. Miller looks for the opening. Out front to Edwards. Miller inside, shoots, turns, and gets the roll as that one falls down for Lisa Miller. IPFW only down by 6. Wayne State brings the ball down the floor quickly. Looking for the shot on the inside, but once again, IPFW can't forget they will shoot from the outside if the shot is there, and there it goes, but there's going to be a travel, and that was a good 3-point shot by number 15, Julie Philpus, but she took the step before it.
She was so wide open, she wanted to get the shot off, but she got the ball farther than she wanted to be, and she just kind of dragged that foot, trying to get as close as she could. Good break for IPFW there.
IPFW inbounds the ball. And they bring it down. Manier outside to Miller. Miller looks, pauses, doesn't shoot. And I think she's going to draw the foul. Number 24, Missy Cochran, I believe, got her as she tried to go inside.
That's her third foul. So the Tartars getting a little bit of foul trouble here.
Get a couple quick fouls on them. They will be in a little bit of trouble, more trouble than they're in now, and that will also help IPFW out. We had a substitution.
More importantly, that Monique Johnson is sitting on the bench for a while, so we need to work this lead down while she's out because she's dangerous.
Miller to the inside, misses. Edwards fighting for the ball, and she's going to put it up, and good. Pam Edwards.
Great basket.
Wayne State coming down. They're going to ask for a timeout here.
That was great individual effort by Pam Edwards. She got about 3 taps on the rebound and got the shot. Tune in to Channel 6 Thursday evening, December 12th at 7 to watch the Lady Trojans from Tri-State College take on the IPFW Lady Dons. Catch all the action of the GLVC basketball right here on Channel 6.
And IPFW only trailing by 4. Trying to get themselves back into this game. And there
Lisa Miller heating up. She's got 13. Pam Edwards 14 on the ball game.
And as the players get buzzed from the huddles, last few minute words of advice from head coach Eileen Kleinfelder.
I think Coach Kleinfelder at the half decided that the full court pressure tactics weren't paying off too well, so they've come out with a more pretty aggressive zone and some man-to-man here in the second half, and so far, with the exception of those long bombs Monique Johnson has hit, it's paid off pretty good for the Lady Dons.
Edwards almost had her hands on the ball, and there Philpus
is
open to get it.
She
I tell you,
banked a three-pointer.
She is dangerous from out there. She is hot. She knows it. She put that one up and knocked that down. IPFW bringing the ball back down, and I believe LeBrew's going to come back in, and there Lisa Miller hits a shot of her own. That's good for 2.
I think if you bank a three-pointer, it should only count 2, unless you call it off glass.
I tell you, though, she looked pretty confident. She was all her way around after that ball left her hand, so I think that's a common shot for her. Outside to Manier. Manier goes to the top to Miller. She looks inside. Wayne State gets her hands on the ball and goes out of bounds. Possession stays with IPFW.
That last trip down, good defensive positioning for the rebound by Pam Edwards once again. Sealed off her opponent and got the ball. And here comes Monique Johnson back in after a brief rest.
And Jamie LaRue came in for IPFW. A little speed and I think a little bit more outside shooting for IPFW. And there is a nice dump inside.
Lincoln. Leeds cut the 3.
Oh, and they left Johnson wide open. Dangerous, but she misses. IPFW with the rebound.
Again, another rebound and a foul.
Over the back call, I believe, on number 40, Kim Ryder of Wayne State. And that's Ryder's first personal foul. Wayne State's fourth, IPFW with 0 team fouls, and there would have been a breakaway ball, but we didn't see the player down the court. Miller brings the ball down in traffic.
Monique Johnson is all over Lisa Miller. Ooh.
Oh, there's a nice pass inwards by Edwards, and she drops that one in. I tell you what, there was a lot of traffic under that basket.
That was a bad pass, but Pam Edwards got it and made it pay off.
Johnson taking it in on herself. Doesn't fall. Miller with the rebound. Miller's going to go one-on-one as she dumps it off. And that was by Amy Hogan, number 44, and the crowd gets back into this ballgame. IPFW goes up by 1, 63-62, and the crowd is on their feet.
Pam Edwards, the star of that series, along with Lisa Miller. Hard work under the boards, got that errant pass underneath on the offensive end, and she's got 16 points now to go with Lisa Miller's 15 points, and the Lady Dons take the lead.
IPFW, you've got all the statistics on that one, but definitely we're playing better offensively so far this second half.
We'll be right back for more Great Lakes Valley Conference basketball action after these messages.
As an athlete, it's especially painful to watch cocaine destroy those around me. How could these heroes with so much strength and discipline fall for cocaine? They thought they could control it. That's the big lie. No one controls cocaine. So don't blame them. Learn from them. If you're using cocaine, get help.
Call 1-800.
Didn't have a quick message there for you. Just missed a nice play there. Little for Wayne State came in, ran into a lot of traffic, and IPFW regains the ball. They get it inside. Miller will bring the ball down the floor.
She tried the dribble between two players, and there wasn't any room.
Lisa Miller runs into a little bit of traffic there, and the ball's few players on the floor, more than one. LaRue takes it, dumps it off to Miller. Miller puts it up and in. IPFW taking a three-point lead in this ballgame, 65-62. And the momentum is swinging their way, Steve.
Certainly is.
Playing good defense. Number 11, Barrios took that one in. Little gets the rebound and puts it back up and in. DeLonda Little for Wayne State. I don't think she's so little, though.
That stops a nice run IPFW had going.
Little's a 6-foot freshman out of Detroit, Michigan. And then we have a steal by Wayne State. And we're going to have a foul on LaRue as number 20, Mary Rogers.
Mary's not too happy with Jamie on that play.
Well, Mary thought she had it all the way, and LaRue said, no, you don't.
Well, Mary came after Jamie. It looked like she wanted to give her a piece of her mind, but she just backed off and didn't say anything and walked right by, but she didn't appreciate that foul. But she's going to have to earn those 2 points from the free throw line.
That's right. IPFW calls a timeout here. Try to settle the girls down a little bit. I think when you see a little bit of action like you just did, that the coach wants to settle the girls down, all of them, including not only LaRue.
Well, sometimes when it gets helter-skelter, it's hard to stop it.
Here's the schedule of our live sports telecast in the coming week. Women's GLVC basketball, Thursday, December 12th at 7 p.m. Tri-State College Trojans will verse IPFW Lady Dons, and doubleheaders men's and women's GLVC basketball, Thursday, January 2nd at 6 p.m. St. Joseph College versus IPFW Lady Dons, and St. Joseph's College versus the men. On Saturday, January 4th, we also have a doubleheader with Lewis University against the Mastodons. And back here with 2 shots will be number 20, Mary Rogers. And like you said earlier, Steve, she's definitely going to have to earn them now.
She can give the Tartars the lead back if she sinks both of these. But she won't.
Chance to tie it up on the second shot. IPFW ready for the rebound. And that one sinks, though. It's tied up, 65-65. IPFW once again is going to have to move the ball against some pressure. Rogers got her hand on it. And IPFW will inbound the ball one more time. Pressure comes back down on the floor.
Oh, Pam Edwards broke free, but they didn't see her.
Sands brings the ball all the way down. She's going to put it up herself. I thought she was going to pass it off to Edwards. Looking to Miller. Miller up and no good. Sands with a nice rebound outside to LaRue.
Oh.
Oh, no good. Oh, and there's a big jumping rebound by Johnson for Wayne State. She passes the ball down. Wayne State's going to slow it up just a minute. Look for a shot. Rogers up, no good. Outside to Lippis. They had a hand in her face quickly there. Rogers once again, and this time it falls. Nice battling under the basket there for the basketball. LaRue brings the ball down the floor. Out to Miller. Miller looking.
Got the body. Johnson fouled her. That previous trip down, Shelly Sands had Pam Edwards, but I think her idea was to try to draw the foul, and the foul didn't come. She got the rebound, and LaRue just missed a three-point shot.
She was wide open. Definitely might as well take it with standing out there with no one on her. And that was her fourth foul, and they're going to have to sit her down for a while. They didn't. They left her in. I'm sorry. Sands. Up and no good. Lee can try to grab the ball. But it's going to be Wayne State's ball. 10:34 here in the second half. IPFW trailing by 2. And Wayne State brings the ball down the floor. Players starting to move. They are trying very hard to dump it off to Philpus on the outside. IPFW gets the basketball. LaRue down. Up and off the glass, and it's good.
Pretty gutty move by a freshman when your senior all-stars wanting the ball on the fast break, but she got the bucket.
Well, if you get 2 or more like that on the team, they're going to be hard to stop. And the backside, no good. She got a little bit too far underneath. IPFW with the rebound.
Sands did a good job cutting the baseline off.
Oh,
there
Miller.
might be a charge. No, it's a block.
Well, that was a pretty, I don't know, I'll say a good call.
That's a good, I don't think she was set, and Lisa was dribbling around her, and she just stepped in front and got called for the foul.
Wendy Winters got called. That's her third personal. Tina Manier coming back in.
With 9:49 left in the game, IPFW has only 1 foul, team foul in the second half, while we're a foul away from the bonus situation for IPFW on the next Wayne State foul. So from the free throw line, where the Tartars built their first half lead, they're going to be a while getting to the line. This is a good advantage for IPFW.
Right, LaRue fakes, dumps it inside to Sands, and she turns up, no good. Tries to get her own rebound, but Wayne State brings it down. Wayne State looking for an open person. Oh, and there's going to be a foul on Lisa Miller. She stepped out to try to keep that shot from going up. Number 20, Rogers, caught the body.
Rogers taking a pounding this half.
That's Lisa's third personal foul. And that will be a 2-shot foul from the line.
Rogers leads this team with a 26-point average so far this year. And she's got 12 so far tonight, looking for her 14th point with these 2 shots.
The first one is good.
And that breaks the tie.
Second shot up and good. IPFW. Manier tried to dump it in. It came back out. Miller puts it up.
Yes.
And in. little bit of excitement there on IPFW's side.
Ties it back up, looking for the lead. Lisa Miller at the line.
Lisa will be shooting one. Nice three-point opportunity here. Lisa Miller shot up and good. IPFW goes up by one, 70-69. 9:07 remaining in the first half. Wayne State bringing the ball down the floor. And there's that open shot outside by number 34, Beth Wilson. That was only a 2-point shot.
No, they gave her 3 on that.
Did they give her 3? I'm sorry about that. I missed that call. I looked down. 24. Miller out to Menier from the outside, and that's 2. She got her foot on the line. Just a hair back, and she would have been clear for a 3-point. IPFW ties it up 72-72.
Contrasting styles in the first half and the second half. A lot of full court pressure in the first half.
And there's a foul called away from the ball, and I believe it's going to be on Wayne State's Rogers. They got her on shoving.
Moving pick, got to be set.
Lisa Miller is going to go to the line.
Looking for her 19th point, trying to break the tie.
It's 1-1, and the first one is good. Number 44, Amy Hogan coming back into the ball game for number 20, LaRue. And Leakin is also coming in for number 35, Shelly Sands, and IPFW up by 1 here. Lisa Miller with one more shot from the line. And it's good. Not a bad crowd for the first home basketball game for the women Volleydons. I'm still in volleyball. Lady Dons.
Well, I'm sure they can play volleyball.
They probably
turnover.
Can. Probably better than me, and we got a turnover. Wayne State's complaining that it was off IPFW hands.
Nope.
But the outside official says no.
Coach Bryce isn't too happy about that, but nothing he can do about it.
He can talk to the official a little bit down there on the floor.
It's our stadium. It's the Mastodons.
Oh, and Menier gets away. Oh, she slides back into Miller, but Miller couldn't grab the ball. Wayne State comes up with it. Out the outside, number 34. This time it's too hard off the glass. Hogan with the ball. She's got to get some help. Miller takes it's going to take it on down the floor. She pulls it up, looks underneath, takes it herself up and in, and oh, she misses. Pam Edwards takes it up and puts it in though. I thought Miller was going to get the roll. She was under the basket, but Edwards comes down with the rebound. IPFW leads by 4 now, 76-72.
And there's Pam Edwards hanging around the basket again.
Not a bad place to hang around.
No.
And there's Rogers. She misses. IPFW with the rebound. Hogan.
2 straight good boards by Amy Hogan.
Menier brings the basketball down the floor. Edwards asking for it, but this time it's off the hands of Wayne State. In the lineup for Wayne State's number 44, Delonda Little. I think coming back in and give the inside a little bit of rest for Wayne State. Menier to the outside, looking for an open person. She's going to have to set up the play. Out to Hogan. Lisa Miller looks over to Menier. She was open. Goes ahead, takes it inside. Gets nailed. Leakin puts it up, but it was pulled down by Wayne State.
And Mary Rogers in the bottom of a pile again. 3 on the way.
And it's no good. IPFW once again from a This time not a short shot, but a long shot. Took a bad bounce off the rim, and Wayne State was able to come down with it.
One of those long bricks for the 3 points, and the rebound comes so far out. IPFW was in good position, but couldn't get the board because of the length of the rebound.
Pam Edwards drew a foul on that last play. That was her third. The team's third foul also. Oh, a nice dump inside a little. DeLonda took a nice move inside. The pass was there and she put it up. Lisa Miller bringing the ball down. Out to Hogan. Ball almost knocked out of bounds. Miller regains control. Looking for the shot herself. Stops, shoots, and it's good. A nice short jumper by Lisa Miller.
She had to work for that one.
Looked like to me she was determined, though, that was going to be her shot on that play. IPFW leading by 4 again, 78-74 with 6:02 remaining in the second half.
In the last 13 minutes, IPFW has outscored Wayne State 37-23.
Personal foul there by IPFW.
Annie Leakin picks up a foul.
Missy Cochran just took the ball up, and all kinds of traffic down there is bound to get a foul from somebody. We're going to have an IPFW timeout. And Lisa Miller running back to IPFW's huddle. 78-74, IPFW leading in the second half of play.
Tune in to Channel 6 Thursday evening, December 12th at 7 to watch the Lady Trojans from Tri-State College take on our IPFW Lady Dons. You can catch all the action of the Great Lakes Valley Conference right here on Channel 6.
And we hope everyone will be able to join us for that ball game. I don't think anyone could say that this hasn't been an interesting ball game so far. It's been a nice, hard-fought game and a lot of good shooting from the inside and out, especially the second half.
Well, Lisa Miller has really heated up. She had 8 first-half points. She's now 23 for the ball game. Pam Edwards, 18. Shelly Sands, 10. Tina Maniers added 9 points, and Jamie LaRue, 6 points in her freshman debut here at the Mastodons, the multi-purpose building. Monique Johnson leads the Lady Tartars with 14 points. Mary Rogers has also has 14 points. And we have Missy Cochran going to the line. She has 9 so far.
Cochran, the first of 2. And it's no good.
Thank you very much. They haven't been to the line as much in the second half.
I believe both IPFW and Wayne State shot 75% from the field goal. From the free throw line in the first half, and she sunk the second one. Wayne State trailing by 3. Tina Manier brings the ball down. It's out to Miller. Miller looking cross court, didn't catch LaRue in time, dumps it off to Sands, and she's going to get tied up. Nowhere to go. He turned around right into the hands of a Wayne State player. She grabbed the ball, and it's going to be Wayne State's possession.
One thing the Lady Dons have done in the second half, Coach Kleinfelter has used more of a 2-guard offense with Jamie LaRue and Tina Manier out there a lot. She had really one true guard. I guess the difference, basically, Lisa Miller is playing a forward as opposed to a guard this half. LaRue, the young guard, picks up the foul.
Wasn't set number 24. Missy Cochran tried to drive the baseline. LaRue tried to get set in front of her, could not. And that's her 3rd personal foul, the team's 5th. So their foul was before the shot. It will not be a free throw opportunity for Wayne State. They get the ball out of bounds. Wayne State searching for a shot inside. Number 24, Missy Cochran shoots that off the glass. She must have called it. Nice bank shot.
Well, that rule only counts if it's a 3-pointer.
Only counts if it's 3, all right.
Great rebound by Lisa Miller.
Miller in traffic, but gets it out to Manier. Manier takes it. Nice 16-foot jumper by Tina Manier. Manier with the open shot. Put it up. IPFW leads by 3 once again. Wayne State tries to dump it off.
Oh!
Pam's going to get
her 4th foul.
Her 4th foul on that one.
I think she got all ball, too.
Yeah, that was clean. That one we could see better from where we were. Clean block.
So Coach Kleinfelder has a decision to make here about whether and she's going to bring her out.
Pulls her out. Number 23, Ann Leakin, comes in for Pam Edwards.
Kim Recker hasn't seen any action tonight. She works in that low post rotation, but she has a slight wrist injury, and I guess that she's not ready to go tonight.
And the first one's good by Missy Cochran. Cochran for a chance to pull it back up to 1, and does. IPFW leading 80-79. A little bit of a touch there on the ball by Lisa Miller, but Tina Manier will bring the ball down the floor. Miller drops outside. They look. Takes it on herself, up and in. Nice jump shot by Lisa Miller. Wayne State, at this point, just trying to maintain and hang in there.
Up, off. It was off Shelly Sands. Monique Johnson got in the air and had no place to go and was lucky the ball bounced off a Lady Don.
Right idea, but there was no one there for her, but she got lucky. So they'll get another chance with it out of bounds. Got a short break in the action here as the officials call one of the referees over.
Maybe they're reviewing the instant replay? No,
no, not yet. Not yet in college basketball. I think the day that comes, I quit. Wayne State just gets the ball in on time. Johnson, and
way
she
off.
misses, but rebounding.
Oh!
Shelly had all ball. Pulls it down, but she's going to get it over the back on that one.
Well, she had all ball and maybe a little wrist. And
that little wrist is all it took. That's her third personal foul, the team's 7. It didn't take them long to put 7 quick fouls on the board. 4:13 left to play in the second half of this ball game. Hogan's coming in for LaRue.
Missy Cochran's been active in the second half. She's got 14 points now, looking for the team lead.
And there she gets the first. 1 left to go. Once again, this foul free throw shot could put them within 1, and it does. 82-81 IPFW gets the ball in bounds. Lisa Miller brings it down the floor. Outside of Sand, she's open, but she dumps it off. Manier up and in, and oh, she's going to get the foul. Excellent shot by Manier. Foul's going to be on Monique Johnson. That's her 5th personal foul.
And that's a big break for IPFW. That was a post-possession foul, so Lisa Miller will go to the line as the bucket by Manier is good. And essentially, it's a 4-point play opportunity for the Lady Dons. For some reason, the Tartars were over-huddled around their coach as if there was a timeout or something.
Well, they had 5 fouls, and they get a few moments to put a player in, and that's why he called his players over.
And I guess the refs have sorted that situation out.
A little confused, and Kleinfelder was hollering to let Miller shoot if you're not there, but I think she also was confused that was the 5th foul on Johnson.
But we do know for sure we're up by 3 with a possibility to go up by 5. And the most athletic person on the Tartar bench, or on the Tartar squad, is on the bench. Missy Cochran and Mary Rogers will have to carry the rest of the scoring load. And they've done much of that the second half. They're still out there.
There's a couple of optimistic IPFW fans. Beth Wilson came in for Johnson. Miller misses the first one. Wayne State with the chance to draw within 1 or tie it up with a 3-point shot. IPFW.
Good defense.
It's off Wayne State. It'll be IPFW's ball. ball, and that's a break for IPFW as Miller missed her first of 2 free throws.
Rogers had really nowhere to go. IPFW had 3 people seal off the baseline, and it's Lady Don ball.
Miller out to Manier. Back low to Miller. She's going to take it inside. Nowhere. They shut her off. Outside to Manier. Looking for Miller. She's open. Turns, shoots, and scores. Nice assist by Tina Manier. A little bit of back and forth there, but it paid off. Wayne State with the ball, looking for someone open.
Oof.
Rogers with the ball, turns, shoots, misses. Oh, Little with the rebound. Back out front. They're not going to take time to set up, and they throw it away.
And they threw it away in front of their coach. Not a good thing to do.
Not a good thing, especially when you got it back there. Pull it back up front. Take a second, get your play set back up, and go with it again. They throw it away, and it's IPFW's basketball.
Pam Edwards back in for the Lady Dons.
2:55 remaining. I think the coach feels that if she fouls out at this point, it's worth having her in the ball game right now with the lead of 5 points. IPFW out to Manier. It's 3 points. And she drills that one down.
Yowza.
And the fans are into this one. Good time for IPFW to play some good defense. Uh-oh, inside. Oh, and it's going to roll out. IPFW with the break. Oh, we got a foul on Wayne State. Shelly Sands pulls down the rebound and gets turned in time for the Wayne State girl to wrap her up.
Well, just like I said earlier, we're not going to take the three-point shot very often. A big bucket by Tina Manier. IPFW has their biggest lead, an 8-point margin, 2.5 minutes to go, and the Tartars want timeout.
Timeout's needed right now to get them settled back down and in this ball game. And like you said, with Johnson out, the other players are going to have to pick up her play, and that was definitely very effective. We've got a timeout right now here, and Wayne State coach is doing a lot of pointing and direction right now. I think he sees that the girls are kind of falling apart and not really playing as a team, and if they don't do that, they're going to not get back into this ball game, and they don't have a lot of time to get back into it.
Well, the Lady Dons have played good, tough man-to-man defense here in the second half. The three-quarter court and full court pressure tactics, some of the trapping that was going on in the first half by both teams didn't appear to be, wasn't working for IPFW, but good, solid defense has really cut off the passing lanes. They really haven't been able to drive the baseline, and Wayne State has missed some shots.
Tonight's attendance is 202.
We've got Shelly Sands will be on the line. She makes the first one. And sinks the second one. IPFW with their biggest lead in the ball game. I believe that is right, Stephen.
Yep,
they're up
their
by
first
10.
10-point lead.
Wayne State trying to get off a quicker basket. They really don't want to take too long on their shots as the clock continues to tick. 2:09 left in the half, and IPFW playing some very good defense at this point. Pam Edwards ends up getting knocked down, but IPFW comes up with the basketball out of that. With a 10-point lead, IPFW should take their time with the shot, and they're going to go outside to Hogan. Oh! She knocks down three!
Turn out the light.
Nice shot by Amy Hogan for 3 points. IPFW with their biggest lead of the ball game, and that one was down by Beth Wilson for Wayne State for 2 points. Lisa Miller sees the opening, is going to take it down. She went to dump it off, but turned and shot it herself, and IPFW is just hot right now. IPFW with a 13-point lead. Wayne State misses. Edwards with the rebound. Seems that right now IPFW can do no wrong. Lanier to bring the ball down the court. And they're not going to slow it down. They're looking for a quick basket, and it's going to be there by Edwards, and that's good. 2 more points.
It's all falling in now.
And the net is hot. IPFW is just off and running. 98-83. Wayne State's going to let the ball bounce as far as it will, keep the clock from ticking, but it's going now, and they're going to have to get some shots off quick. Inside to Little. And I think they're going to give Amy Hogan a foul there. She would have been okay if she would have kept her hands up, but she leaned forward into Little, and that's going to give her her 4th foul. Oh, I'm sorry, her 2nd personal foul. Delonda Little will be on the line for Wayne State. The chance for 2.
$40 seconds to go. I think this one's in the bag.
I think IPFW will go up 2-1 for their overall record. One more left. First was good. Second one is up and good. Gives Wayne State 85, IPFW 98. They get the ball inbounds. Wayne State's definitely going to put on a lot of pressure right now. Try to get that ball back. Lisa Miller, and she's going to be tied up, but it's going to be a foul on Rogers. We'll see if Miller can hit these free throws from the line.
Lisa Miller with 29 points for the night so far, looking for 30 at the line.
And a chance to put the IPFW Mastodons over, or I should say up to the 100-point mark.
Cool.
And that will be neat. And there is one, 99 points for IPFW. One more free throw and they reach 100. I don't see that too often.
No.
Even in women's college.
I'm not sure that they hit it last year that I can remember.
And there it is, 185 IPFW as they are literally drilling the net in the last 2 minutes of play.
3 on the way.
And it's good.
Bank shot. I'm not sure that shouldn't count.
Shouldn't count. She didn't call it. At least we didn't hear it this far up.
That's true.
And
I guess last 20 seconds we'll let it go.
Oh, and she tried to pass it down. We had 2 people open at Edwards. Wayne State, a lot of sloppy ball right now. Wayne State's just trying to get the ball back down to their end, and there was almost another travel. And they go for 3, no good. Rebound to Little. She throws it back in. Wayne State keeps control. And Edwards, there's her 5th.
She gets the foul out with 1 second left.
1 second left to go in the game. Edwards just stuck her hand out a little bit and just fighting for the ball all the way down. And, you know, even with the second left, you've got a 12-point lead, but she's still fighting for the basketball underneath. And
well, the coach is still into it right now. Eileen's down there making strategy. It's like
you would think it's a 1-point ball game with 1 second left on the.
Well, you got to play the whole game like it's still in doubt, not worry about the score. And I think the Lady Dons have done a good job at just fighting through a sluggish first half and coming up with a big victory here.
Excellent last 2 minutes of play, though.
And that should do it.
And there's Lisa Miller, and she holds the ball there. IPFW wins this game against Wayne State, 100-88. And we'll be back with you shortly here. I'm going to leave you with Steve, and I'm going to go down, and pretty soon we'll talk to our dandy don of the game, and that is Lisa Miller.
Lisa Miller will be the.
So I'll be back with you shortly, Steve.
Okay, let's look at some of the scoring totals we hear. Unofficially, Lisa Miller finishing with, I have her at 31 points. Shelly Sands coming in with 12. Pam Edwards had 20 points and a lot of rebounds. Tina Manier, 16 points. Dawn Dressler with 3. Annie Leakin got a couple baskets for 4. Amy Hogan, 7. And Jamie LaRue, the freshman, with 6 points here in her first home game as a IPFW Lady Don. We'll have more in a moment here. We'll be right back with more GLVC basketball action after these messages.
I always wanted to be like my father, you know, order me a dry martini.
I saw there was an image behind drinking, the people that drank, that they looked older and sophisticated.
I was 11 when I lost my virginity to a guy who was 17, and I was drunk.
Drinking had taken me so far down I had to get out of my house.
Sometimes I'd sleep in the woods. If I didn't sleep in the woods, I slept on the corner. If I didn't sleep on the corner, I slept at someone's house who I didn't even know.
I had wound up in a lot of trouble with the law. I had wound up in jail.
When I was drinking, you know, I was with a lot of guys, and a lot of guys used me.
You know, I hurt my parents dearly, you know, and I knew at the time I was doing it, but I didn't care, just as long as I got high.
I was so miserable. I hated myself. Every time I looked in the mirror, I wanted to cry.
Hey, yo, alcohol is a drug, man, and you can get hooked on it. And the younger you start, the more damage you can do. Word.
It's just no experience for no kids my age or anyone younger.
If you want to be somebody, have a family, have a future, just say no.
Say no and say yes to your life.
There was this guy, a nationally known sports hero. And then I got busted. As a result of my lust for cocaine, I was totally out of control, and I didn't even realize it. That's what's crazy about cocaine. And I had a beautiful family, a big house in the suburbs, everything I wanted. Then I got into cocaine, and I almost lost it all.
I was crazy from cocaine. I couldn't live without it. That wasn't me. It was somebody else.
It's a lie that cocaine's not addictive. I didn't choose to be an addict. Quitting cocaine was... One night, my heart freaked out. I thought I was going to die. I risked my health, jail, and the people who love me. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about because you're taking the exact same ride.
Anyone tells you cocaine's not addictive, they lie.
Cocaine, the big lie. Call 1-800-662-HELP.
We're back here at the Mastodon. Christy Walker on the floor with Lisa Miller, who's the Lady Don of the game. And let's go down to the floor as Christy talks to Lisa.
And welcome back, and I'm down on the floor. Thanks, Steve, with Lisa Miller. Lisa, we just wondered what happened there in the first half. You had, you were there, you got 2 fouls on you, kind of not real early, and you came out and you didn't come back in the ball game.
Yeah, that was a little frustrating for me, but everything worked out really to our advantage. Before the game started, Coach told us to be a little bit more aggressive. Last week we played kind of hesitant, not trying to foul, and this game I think I went out maybe a little bit too aggressive, got a couple blocking fouls right away, and I think I got to watch that, maybe back off a step, and we'll try a little better next game, but it worked out to our advantage. So.
Okay, you guys came out in the first half with full court pressure, and in the second half you backed off a little bit. What was the change and what was said in the locker room?
The first half they made only 1 3-pointer. One girl was 1 for 4, so Coach told us to pack it in the middle. And we really had to work on our box outs. We were, giving up too many offensive rebounds, so we packed it inside a little more. And then the second half they came out, unfortunately, hitting the 3-pointers. And I think what sparked our run was we picked it up a little bit more and took the ball to the basket. You know, having them in a 1-and-1 right away is to our advantage, especially since we're good free throw shooters. And I think that's one of my strong points, is taking it to the basket and get fouled. So that worked out to our advantage also.
Well, unofficially we had you with 31 points total, and the last 2 put you guys up to the 100 mark. What sparked that last 2-minute run for IPFW?
I think we just got the swing our way. I think, the foul shots definitely put it to our advantage. But as far as running it up and down and the guards getting inside, we wanted to get it inside. Our outside shots were a little, off tonight. And my 31 points were, a quiet 31.
Got it.
But we'll get them any way we can.
Right. Tina Manier and Amy Hogan, though, hit a couple of 3-pointers there down the stretch. And I think IPFW played a very good ball game, and so did you.
Oh, thank you. I think that's one thing that we have to do a little bit more, take the 3-pointer to open it up a little inside for Pam, Shelley, and I. If we can hit those 3-pointers, then they'll have to come out on us, and we'll have to force it inside and pound it down their throats.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, and we're going to send it back up to Steve, and hope you can join us in the next IPFW basketball.
Thanks, Christy. We at IPFW are pleased to be able to bring you cablecast of NCAA athletic competition. We hope you've enjoyed the games and excitement of intercollegiate sports at IPFW. To provide such programs, we need your support. With the help of student workers and volunteers, we are able to produce these programs at a relatively low cost. Your contribution will help to defray the production costs not covered by the Channel 6 budget. The College Cable Access Center at IPFW invites you to invest in quality college programming by sending your contribution to the College Cable Access Center at IPFW. That's 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805, 1499, the zip code. Please make your check out to the Indiana-Purdue Foundation at Fort Wayne and designate it for College Cable Access Athletics. We'd like to take this time to thank the Channel 6 crew, the College Cable Access Center, and the Learning Resource Center at IPFW for their participation in the live production of our basketball game this evening. The telecast of the IPFW sporting event is the sole property of the College Cable Access Center at IPFW. Unauthorized copying, retransmission, or rebroadcast of this event without the express written consent is strictly prohibited. Stay tuned to Channel 6 following tonight's game as we join Univision Network programming already in progress. Once again, the final, IPFW a victor, 100-88 over Wayne State. We'll be back December 12th with another Lady Don basketball game. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.